You ready to move in with me in a year's time?
Chachai calling saying to you.
What was that on? Celebs Go Dating? You're not a pest.
Well, yeah, I'd have a little squeeze.
You just got to go like that with the eyeballs and you can see his willy.
Hello and welcome back to the Liam and Millie podcast. I am Liam, this is Millie. Today is our Thursday episode and we are still in Wales. And today we've got a Q&A. Our lovely listeners have sent in a bunch of questions for me and Millie to answer.
I feel like we always get asked by our followers and stuff, please do a Q&A. I just never do them anymore. I used to do them all the time, like on my stories. So now this is their chance. They're going to get to know what they want to know.
Right, kick us off. Number one. Would you rather know the way you die or the day you die? Ooh.
Okay.
I don't know. I wouldn't like to know the way I die, I think.
You'd want to know the day that you die?
Well, I don't know. Because if I'm going to die in a car crash, every time I get in a car, I'm going to be on pins.
True.
If I'm going to...
True, yeah.
Yeah, if I'm going to die on a plane, I'll never fly again.
Oh, yeah, that's actually very logical, what you've just said.
It is, isn't it? See, if you look at it away like that. But also, if you know the day you're going to die, you're going to be counting down the days.
But then if you knew the day that you were going to die, you would make sure you accomplish, and any day before that, you're not dying that day. Yeah. So you could literally go and do the most craziest things, bungee jumping, fly all across the world. You would live every single moment and you would just be grateful for life, wouldn't you?
Well, yeah, but if I knew the day I was going to die and it's in 50 years...
Then it's fine.
It's fine, just live a normal life.
Yeah.
If I knew I was going to die and it was going to be in the next 7 years or something, probably still live a normal life.
No, I thought you were going to say in a couple of weeks.
No, let's say I'll probably live a normal life and then the last 30 days just go wild.
Well, I think because you've just said that, I'd find out the day, yeah.
Yeah. See, good answer.
But then you could die in a really weird way.
Choosing the day. Number two.
Choose the day. Okay. When do you reckon you'll actually start the house hunting together?
Oh, wow, okay.
In about 7 months.
7 months. I think that's still a bit early.
Babe.
You think? We're probably going to rent first. We're not going to buy.
Okay, so yeah, we've got 12 months left. Oh, maybe not 7, yeah, 8. 8 months time. So now I've got 4 months to find the perfect cute little rental place.
Fairs, yeah.
Are you ready?
In Cardiff, by the way.
Yeah. Are you ready to do that? Are you ready to move in with me in a year's time?
Yeah. Do you?
You feel fully prepared?
I am.
We had a tarot card reader on and she basically said that she sees us living together, but our communication is bad and it could be make or break.
Misleading by her name was. Yeah, I forgot she said that. All I remember is she said that we might have twins. She reckons she'll have 4 children, we might have twins. So that sort of stuck out for me, the communication part. We'll have to work on that as well. What's one memory together that will always stick with you?
Is it cringe to say a Love Island memory?
No. It's a massive thing.
I feel like I'll never forget how I felt, the surroundings, I can picture it so clearly in my mind. Us going on our final date together. I remember being in the cab there. I wore that red dress and we went to that castle and that was when you first told me that you loved me and I just loved that.
I do remember that as well.
And I just remember feeling on top of the world. I was so happy.
I even remember the cab journey there as well. I remember we drove past. We were driving through the town and fancy restaurants.
It was over an hour. I remember I always asked the cab driver, how far away is this one? And he'd go, oh, not long. He'd never say the time, but he'd be like, this is a long one today. So I'd have a little nap or something in the cab.
Yeah.
I remember thinking, I can't even travel in a car with you and get excited about what we're about to do.
Yeah, we had to go in separate cabs whenever we did something in Love Island because they didn't want us chatting in the cab. So we went in separate cabs and then we keep on chatting for the date and stuff. But yeah, that was a special memory.
Yeah.
More memory. Walking Penavan for sunrise when we first came off Love Island.
Loved that.
That was nice. We got nice photos from there, nice memories. I enjoyed that. We got up at 4 a.m. to do it.
And we were both really unwell.
Yeah, we were feeling quite unwell.
And I was Liam woke up and I was like, oh, I'm not sure whether I can do this. And then you were like, come on, we can do it. And I thought, oh, okay. And it was hard getting up there. But then at the top, seeing the sunrise was stunning, wasn't it?
Yeah. So worth it.
And I think me and Liam always go on like these really lovely, not always, I don't know why I said that.
Always. What the f?
Sorry.
Me and Liam once in a blue moon go on these nice walks.
That's what I was going to say. Me and Liam go on these lovely holidays. We go, we get lucky enough to be able to like travel the world and see all these countries, and we've had some really, really nice holidays. But I think one of my favourite holidays was actually going on in the camper van around Wales, and we went to that
Three Cliffs Bay.
I loved that.
Yeah, that was good, wasn't it?
It was so fun.
See, it's not about all the glitz and the glam and the fancy hotels.
And the camper van in Australia.
Yeah, keep things nice and simple. Campsites.
Like so us.
I love going camping and on the beach and stuff like that.
Cooking on the barbie.
Yeah, I love that.
Sausage sandwiches for breakfast.
Yeah. Would you have gone for one another if you weren't in the villa and it was the real world? Yeah. Definitely. If our paths were crossed.
You're trying not to smirk.
No, I swear
you don't mean that.
If I saw you on the night out, I would have moved too.
No, you wouldn't.
I would have.
I can see it in your face.
I swear down. Would you have moved to me?
Yeah, because you were my type.
Yeah, and I would have moved back too.
You would have moved back to me?
Yeah, like moved, I'd reciprocate the moving.
I wouldn't have moved to you.
Well, I would have.
I don't move to anyone.
You would move to me? Well, you heard of you moving to other guys.
I don't move to guys. When I've been single, I don't do the moving. The moving comes to me.
I would have, yeah. And night out, I'd come over. Like, love, where are you from? I'm from Essex.
I reckon that would have cringed me out though.
I'm from Essex.
I reckon hearing your accent and like, you are like a little bit icky. Like you're very, very handsome and you're funny, but like you've got dad jokes sometimes can be a bit icky and like
That's
it's not funny.
It could be quite icky. No, I'm not icky.
Or like if you started singing to me like you did in the Hideaway.
Well, I wouldn't have done that when first time meeting you.
I don't know, if we got a bit drunk, if you might start belting out Tom Jones and I would have been like...
Yeah, so...
But the age was a problem. So if you moved to me in the bar and you went, I'm 21, I'd been like, ew, oh my God, get away from me. I would. I literally wouldn't have entertained you at that age.
Really?
No.
But what, you entertained me in the villa?
Yeah, because I had no choice. I have a choice.
Yeah.
I fancied you, but like the age thing was an issue for me. And I felt like I really, like that's what it was. It started off as sexual attraction, 100%.
Yeah.
And then I thought, oh, is there anything more to this? Or is it we just want to like have sex and then that'll be it?
Imagine I said that and I looked, is it just some sex on over there? Then, I don't know, that's all I saw he was.
Yeah, but we were so flirty. And then I thought, oh, is there anything else to this? More, and that's what I said, can we speak deeper? Like,
well, that's the issue though. You're always trying to like pick something out and pick for, or like you like you put an issue there where there's not an issue, and you put like,
I think I'm an overthinker.
No, not overthinker. And you point. I've done something wrong when I haven't actually done something wrong. You'd have to like make something a thing. Like we were flirty, very flirtatious at the start. The sexual chemistry was there, and then somehow that was a bad thing. Like, oh, is this all that's there? Something deep, like to have that from the get go is rare.
I think it's because I think, how could it be so? How is it going so good? Like, there's got to be something wrong. Like, I feel like there's always got to be a flaw in something.
Yeah, well,
because I don't truly believe that anyone is ever just good, like pure. No one's ever that good.
But you were saying to me then, I just think like you saying, I think you're a bit immature for me, and I was like, what? When you said that to me in the villa, I was taken back by that. I was like, how? So I don't know, and like again, you just put in something there about being immature when there was nothing there. Like you had to like put something negative in, and I thought it was going really good, and flirting was there, and then you're saying that. I think like us all is just flirtatious, and I think you'd be immature for me. So I was like, right then off.
You didn't know, you was just like this leeching onto me then.
Well, you obviously didn't want to leave me to do.
No.
But if we had met on the outside, I think, yeah.
Liam, would you have Welsh language lessons to learn how to speak Cymraeg fluently? Cymraeg.
Yeah. Look, I would do want to learn Welsh. I would like. We spoke
you
this.
You always say this.
I know, but it's having the time to do it. Like we were on the train going to Cardiff the other day, and they were speaking out the the different stops in Welsh. And like Millie was trying to pronounce them, and I could pronounce them fine. It's just I can't speak it. I don't understand speaking conversations. Basic stuff, because I learned a little bit of it in school, but not fully. But I wish I could speak it fluently. And I think I would like for our kids to go to a Welsh-speaking school.
A Welsh-speaking school?
Well, a lot of my friends, like Callum, my sister's boyfriend, went to a Welsh-speaking school. He's fluent.
Okay, yeah. And his parents are Welsh?
Well, we're all Welsh, but, we're
exactly, and I'm English.
Yeah, but doesn't mean they can't speak English then.
Well, they're going to go to school and they don't speak any English there.
Yeah, but they speak Welsh, but obviously outside of school they're going to speak English. But I just want them to go to a Welsh-speaking school so they can be fluent in our language. I didn't go to a Welsh school, which I wish I did.
If my child is speaking to you in Welsh and I don't know what you're talking about, would that piss me off? I need to know if you're slagging me off or not.
We're not going to be doing... No, if it's slagging you off.
You and like our son.
Yeah, but...
Going, she's moody bitch today, isn't she? And slagging me off. I want to know that you're saying that about me.
Chachai bant, they call it, saying to you.
Huh?
They were saying, chachai bant, ma'am.
Is that moody bitch?
I think chachai bant means like...
My child will not be telling their mother to off, thank you very much.
Yeah, but you can say it and I'll be like, haha, laughing.
No.
I'll be laughing in Welsh. Who has got the highest sex drive?
Oh, that's a bit obvious, isn't it?
What?
You.
Why is that obvious?
Because you're a pervert.
Yeah, I'd say I got the highest sex drive. I don't know.
Not like awful though. Like
no, I'm not like a pest.
You're not a pest, no. And I think you do like whenever you've tried it, and I'm like,
it pays me off.
Not today. Like you take it well, and like you just leave me alone.
Yeah.
I think it's difficult sometimes if the sex drives don't match. I wouldn't say that I've got like. I think most of the time I'm up for it. But
sometimes there's been times where you've like piped me off.
Yeah.
And I've got the ick. I got Aggie. Because it's like been like, might have been like 2 weeks now. We haven't seen each other. And then I'm like, come on, let's do it. And she's like, no. And then like, I'm like, what the
but sometimes I think for girls, it's like time and place. Like you could just like click your fingers and all of a sudden like, oh yeah, let's go. But it's like, actually, Liam, we're going out in 10 minutes. I'm halfway through doing my makeup and I don't have time. And that's when you're trying to like stick it on me.
Yeah.
And I think I've got things to do. It's not me going, no, I don't want to do it with you. It's like you pick the wrong time sometimes. Or like, I don't know, like I would quite like to do it before bed. Like I say that's the kind of like my time where we get in, cuddle. We don't sleep with pajamas on or anything. So I'm like, oh, but you don't like doing that because you're thinking, well, I'm fucking so tired, I'm going to sleep.
Well, yeah, when I get into bed, that's when I go to bed. I mean, like I'd rather like for me, it's most of the time is when if we're going somewhere, we've got in the shower, we're clean, and like I got a burst
clean.
No, I got like a burst of energy then because like we're getting ready to go out. Like I feel up now and ready for it. Whereas if it's lazing around on, like in bed or whatever, I just don't feel like that's not like when I'm the most like horniest. I'm happy when I'm like up and about, But going into bed when you're about to when you want to go to sleep. No, I don't want to do.
That's like off too much because.
And it's hard for you because you just got to lay there. Just lay there and take it. Like I got to do all the work and the effort. So it's easy for you to say, yeah, like before bed.
We don't do it then anyway.
What's a small gesture the other does that makes you feel really loved? so she had a go at me the other day. So, you don't do this like nice stuff for me. You don't do this. You don't do that.
It doesn't do small gestures.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
You don't.
This morning, I made you a nice crumpet.
I asked you to.
No. I said, start off, you went up to get changed. I said, look, do you want me to make anything for you downstairs? You asked for a crumpet. What I bring, I brought a crumpet and a glass of squash. I come home, I got flowers, I'll have dinner ready for you.
Once in a blue moon.
I do nice stuff for you. But you only recognise the stuff I don't
No.
do.
Liam does the personally, the bog standard that you would do in a relationship, which I know there's a lot of men who don't do that. But he'll cook me dinner and say that's a small gesture. Actually, no, you're just cooking dinner. And you're also cooking for the rest of your whole family as well.
No. I do stuff nice for you. It goes unrecognised. But you only pick up the stuff in, which I don't do. She says, you've never like run me a bath and put flower petals on the floor. Like, what the like, yeah, but I do other stuff for you. Like
you're not really a romantic guy.
Yes, I am.
And actually, we got really drunk, obviously, on Sunday. We were in the cab home and you said, I'm sorry I'm sorry that you think that I don't like show you that I love you enough. And I know that you love me, but like you don't you don't do those little small gestures.
Yes, I do.
Where I feel like, oh my God, he really loves me.
No, I do, and you don't appreciate it. You don't appreciate them nice things.
Name some of them.
What do you do for me?
You know, I'll buy you some new t-shirts. She said you're running out. You say, oh, I'm losing your boxers. I bought you some boxers. Or I'll just buy you things. That's
All right,
what
well, when I buy you mother flowers, like I'll just randomly buy you mother flowers. Like I don't do that. I do that for her, but I do it for you. You know, like why? Like it was your mother's birthday last year. I booked for me, you, your mother, and your sister to go and see Mamma Mia.
That was lovely, yeah.
They're in concert. I don't care about seeing Mamma Mia in concert. I have no interest in that whatsoever. But I booked it, but I wouldn't just book it for
seems like
you and your
you're doing a lot more for my family.
Yeah, but then I booked it for your sister as well, because I wouldn't leave your sister out.
Of course.
So then I booked it for 4 of us. You know, didn't have to do it for your mother's birthday. Just get her flowers and that's it. But I do it for you.
That was 365 days ago, though, mine.
Yeah, all right. Well, you know, there's other things.
It's fine. Don't worry. If you don't want to do small gestures, you don't have to.
See, guys, this is when you're underappreciated. The nice stuff we do goes unnoticed.
No,
and the stuff that you don't do goes noticed.
I don't not appreciate you, though.
Sounds like a lot of unappreciation going on here, guys.
No, it's not. I don't unappreciate you. I always appreciate you. I'm just saying you don't do small gestures. It doesn't mean I'm unappreciative.
I do small gestures. I do.
We'll agree to disagree.
Okay. We'll agree to disagree on that one.
Can you see the communication problem now, guys?
Yeah. I think they can see it and they can hear it. If you swap lives for a day, what's the first thing you would do?
I'd have a wank.
Have a wank. I would have sex with someone, so I could feel what it feels like for a woman. With someone. In hindsight, yeah, if we were together, but it's just like if we weren't together. If I was just you for the day, I'd want to have sex. I want to see what it feels like. So I feel like for a woman, it feels a lot different. Yeah, man. I don't know, maybe. I would do that, and then I would just I would just do the whole day. I would get my nails done, go and get my hair done. I'd book into a spa. I would just do it. Book into a spa. I would just do absolutely fuck all. I'd just do everything for myself. Would you feel your boobs? Well, yeah, I'd have a little squeeze. But yeah, I think I would just do that. I literally would have no other interest in doing anything else in a male's body. You know what Millie finds mad is that there's like men's toilets. We all stand next to each other, just peeing, and we all can see each other's wink. Yeah, like I would do. Yeah, I'd like to actually experience that and see if anyone is looking at other people's willies or not. Well, I don't know. I just find it really hard how you're looking down with your penis in your hand and there's literally a penis there, and you could literally, haven't you got to move your head? You just got to go like that with the eyeballs and you can see his willy. I know. It is weird when you think about it, but like, can you just see the tip of the willy? Because are your hands covering the... Don't say you've never looked. You must have looked. Never looked. Babe. Maybe when I was younger. One of your mates. Maybe when I was younger, I'd have a look to like, you know, if there's a bloke next to me, I think, oh, you know, is his much bigger than mine? I would maybe have a little peek. I don't stare. I don't look now. But yeah, I just keep my head down. I feel awkward, to be honest. I feel awkward peeing sometimes in. I wouldn't want to wee there. I just go in the cubicle and wee in there. I find it hard when I'm there and a stranger next to me starts talking to me when I'm trying to have a pee. I struggle to pee then. Get like stage fright. Yeah, I so feel that. Okay, last question. What does being fully seen in a relationship actually mean to you? Fully seen. I don't know. Completely you understand all sides of me. You respect all sides of me, and you make me feel comfortable in all sides of me. Yeah, look at me being all relationship savvy. Therapy, you the old agony aunt for relationships now, yeah. You? But that's what I feel, being fully seen. Yeah. What about you? Yeah, the same thing, really. Steal mine. Well, how else am I supposed to describe it? Well, describe your own way. Being fully seen is someone who fully understands and gets you. Just we get each other. Like, you can understand my emotions when I'm feeling a certain way and why I feel like that. I can't really understand them. And Liam doesn't fully see me, that's for sure. You don't see me? He just goes, I'm not moaning, why was that? No, you say
Stop
if you
crying.
have like random thought outbreaks or like anger or whatever, and you tell me, oh, well, you shouldn't rise to it, you should just ignore it. Well, if I ignore it at the time, you're like, you don't even care to argue back at me, you literally don't even care. But so if I argue back, I'm in the wrong. If I don't argue back, that means I don't even care to argue with you, so I don't even care about you in a relationship.
No.
So I'm in a lose-lose situation.
What it is, guys, is we're two different star signs. I'm a Sagittarius and Liam is a Leo, right? And if you know about star signs, Sagittarius and Leos get on very, very well. We have a very good relationship, like sexual relationship, great. But Liam I'd say, is very opinionated and you're very strong with your views. And when I have a different view, that's when we clash. Because I feel we struggle to see each other's side. Because you believe what you believe, and persuading you to do something that you don't want to do or you don't believe is so hard. Like, for instance, when Liam's got his mind set on that's what he wants to do that day, or this is what I want to watch, he had in his mind, obsessed this weekend, I've got to watch Jeepers Creepers. And to get out of his mind and be like, oh, I don't want to watch that, he can't wrap his head around it. So then when I'm trying to like show you my point of view and like my opinion or the way why I'm feeling upset because of something you've done, you just can't wrap your head around it.
I just can't wrap my head around it.
You can't.
Can't wrap my head around it. But we did put Jeepers Creepers 2 on yesterday.
Exactly, because I let you.
But you haven't seen Jeepers Creepers 2. You've seen the first
one. I
one.
hadn't seen Jeepers Creepers.
So I thought, you know what, let's put the second one on. Didn't you enjoy it? Didn't really enjoy it.
It was silly. It was so silly.
The first one is brilliant though. Honestly, I think like it came out in 2001, the first Jeepers Creepers, 24 years ago. I think it's one of the best horror films ever made. Like,
I'm more of a Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
No.
That was one of my favourites.
The only thing with Jeepers Creepers 2, like he flies a little bit too much.
Yeah.
Like, you
and
shouldn't
it's like,
be able to
how are
fly
you
much.
ever meant to take down this demon who's flying and super fast? Like, it's so unrealistic. But anyway, that's not what we're talking about, because we could go on about horror films for hours.
Yeah, we could. I think we'd have to have a special episode one time.
On horror films.
I think that would be an interesting episode.
I'd say to Liam, like after this or tonight maybe, can we go and watch the new Final Destination in the cinema?
So yesterday we did watch
back to back for every Final Destination.
We watched 5 Final Destinations in a row, and they're so stupid. Like, good
though.
Yeah, but
I do like them.
Cans would start just moving on the table on their own, then they tip over a radiator, then that sparks up, and then a string snaps, and then a weight falls on someone's head. Silliest things ever.
Silly.
But they're okay to watch, they're not bad.
Anyway, enough of that. So that is the end of this podcast, I'm going to say, isn't it?
That's all our questions done. And that is it from us for today's episode.
A lot of bickering going on there.
Yeah. Can't seem to agree on certain things, can we?
Exactly. I know it, but I can't figure out how to solve it. So if anyone's got any advice how we solve things as two people with very different opinions, let me know.
Okay. But on that note, that is it for this week. Thank you all for listening. This has been our Thursday episode. Guys, please give us a good review. Give us a nice like, a comment, 5-star review. That'd be great.
5-star.
Yeah. Or 4-star, don't give us anything below 4.
Don't give us a 4.
Give us a 5.
Yeah.
But just give us a nice review and keep supporting the pod. Because we would really, really appreciate it. We enjoy doing it. And we'd have to continue doing it. So give us all the support you can. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Hit us up on our socials at Liam and Millie Podcast on Instagram and TikTok. And we will see you Tuesday.
See you next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Liam and Millie is a Sony Music Entertainment production.